Talking now about subtly enhancing your facial features with dermal fillers. Joining me is Sydney from Utah Facial Plastics in this sponsored interview. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So tell us about fillers. What are the options that are now out there and what do they do?
Okay, so basically there's a lot of different options out there, but most of the popular and widely used fillers are HA fillers, and they're made of hyaluronic acid, which is something that our bodies naturally already make. And most of the popular ones are Restylane and Juvederm. And I think when people think of fillers, they think of making bigger or augmenting, but that's not the only thing that we can use fillers to treat. And, we're treating fine lines, we're starting to sculpt, define, restore volume where it's lost. So there's a lot of things that can be done.
Why would you use Juvederm versus Restylane? How do you know which one is right for you?
Yeah, so Juvederm and Restylane both have a few different fillers in their collections, and it kind of really just depends on what you're having treated. Some are better for lips, some are better for some of these sculpting, defining areas like the cheeks and the jawline. So it just depends what you're wanting treated, but then your injector will usually pick a filler that they know is going to be best for that
Okay,
area.
so you talked about popular areas to have this done. What are you seeing at Utah Facial Plastics? What are people asking for?
So I think something that stayed tried and true has been lips. And I think that's mainly because anybody can have it done. Some of them, maybe the younger women are wanting them fuller and more plump. But then as we age, we kind of lose that volume and it starts to become thin. You get fine lines, you lose the border. And so it's not always something that we're using to make bigger, it's just something that we're using to restore.
I agree with you. For me, it's the lines around the top of my lip that I never had before, and that just comes from age. It comes from talking, right?
Yeah.
It comes from straws even, and you can help that with filler. There's sometimes a negative stigma when people say, I had filler here or there. Why is that?
I think it's just because most people notice the jobs that are overdone. There's a lot of people that get filler and half filler, and you would probably not even notice it if it's done well. And so I think it's just important that you find an injector or, facility that is credentialed, they are experienced, they know what they're doing, so that you get a good treatment and it's safe.
What I love about Utah Facial Plastics is you have this consultation before you ever do anything, and you're talking about what you would like to see and what worries you when you look in the mirror, and then it can be subtle, or it can be a little bigger change, depending on what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to customize something that's just for you, depending on what you want. Some people just notice little things, and some people want bigger change, and we can make either or happen.
Do you know what I thought was interesting? I didn't know before I went to Utah Facial Plastics you could do is even in your cheek.
Yeah.
Because with aging, you lose that volume in your cheek and you feel like, where did it go? You have sagging where you once had fullness.
Yeah, you start to kind of lose that shape in your face. It starts to look more square, and you can restore it and kind of get that heart shape look again. You can kind of see in these photos where she just was losing her jawline, and that's kind of one of the more popular areas that we're seeing is the jawline and the cheeks being treated to get that chiseled look.
Okay, Valentine's Day is coming up. What specials do you have going on right now?
So right now we do have a lip filler treatment. You can save $80 off lip filler, and then you also get an HA5 Smooth and Plump Lip System by Skin Medica. So it's a hydrating and a plumping serum that you can use on your lips, and that will enhance your treatment as well. And then you can also save $80 on the new Juvederm Volux. It's an FDA approved filler for jawline. So this just came out in August, and our nurses got trained on it, and we're starting to treat men and women with it. So men that even are losing kind of their jawline and want more of that strong chiseled look, we're doing both.
Did I ask you how long it lasts?
So they're saying that it's gonna, most fillers last like 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
But with that area, you do need usually more than one syringe, and this filler is actually made to be a little bit thicker, so we can kind of do more with it, but use less. And so some people are seeing results from a year to 2 years.
Interesting. If you have questions, Utah Facial Plastics has the answer for you. Our thanks to them for this sponsored interview. Their information along with their website on your screen and also at abc4.com/GTU. Good to see you, Sydney.
Thanks.